So it's day 2 and it's even hotter than day 1, I think.
Yes, it's set to be an even hotter day.
Yeah.
33 degrees, I think someone was saying. So.
And we're going to be going up to the rally stage today.
Yes.
Yeah. And basically working our way back.
Yeah.
And catching up on all the things we may have missed first day. Okay.
Yes.
See you there. Back in 2013 at Goodwood, we bumped into Tesla when they were launching their Model S. It was a fairly low-key affair, just a couple of cars on the grass with some pop-up flags, nothing too fancy. This year, however, they've gone a bit more upmarket. Tesla, of course, still have the Model S and the Model X, but the star of this show was definitely the Model 3. This was the first public demonstration of the Model 3 in Europe, so naturally it attracted quite a bit of attention. So here we have one of the better known party pieces of an electric car, a front trunk, or frunk. Although, seeing as we're in Britain, I guess we should call that a fruit. Like the Model S and X, the Model 3 has the autopilot functionality, replete as it is with cameras and sensors across the whole of the car. Many of the cameras are apparently currently not functional and only there for future upgrade possibilities. Another aspect the 3 shares with the S and the X is the skateboard design chassis, with the 4 wheels basically hanging off a low flat sheet of batteries, allowing for a lot of nice storage space. The roof is a single panel of rather nicely sculptured curved glass. One aspect of the Model 3 Tesla seemed especially proud of were the door handles. Basically you pushed in one end and out pops the handle. When it came time for me to actually get in the car, I of course completely forgot about this. Hey ho, monkey see, monkey promptly forget. Monkey has to be politely reminded. Once inside the car, the interior is rather unusually designed, with this large touch-sensitive display panel being the only instrument. In fact, the only 2 physical buttons are those 2 there on the steering wheel. Tesla explained that the thinking behind this was not to allow the functionality of the car to be locked down. Having the ability to easily update the control panel just with software updates allows for additional functions and improved functionalities to be added easily in the future. Tesla have been working on this software for a while with the S and X, and it includes many very useful features, such as not only being able to see where charging stations are, but also whether they're currently occupied. This map is based on Google Maps, so you can also pull information like hotels and such like. Of course, you'll find more common features too, like the ability to stream music from your phone. All the important information for the driver is located on the third of the screen closest to the driver. This of course will be flipped to the other side of the screen for the right-hand drive models. Okay, and we're in the Model 3, and what do you think, Nicholas?
It's lovely. Yeah, it's
Yeah, all you've got is literally just this
giant
this
iPad.
giant iPad
Or tablet.
yeah.
That's literally everything you've got. It's got all you need in it. Yeah, I think it's really nice. I've been interested in this anyway, because I've been thinking of getting an electric car. Yeah, it's got tons of features. I really like it.
And we're back on our way home at the end of day 2, at the end of our 2 days at Goodwood Festival of Speed. So, talking about the second day, what was your first best bit about that day?
Well, we went up to the valley stage, and at the valley stage is what they call the top paddock for the hill climb, which is where, when the cars have finished their hill climb, they park up until it's safe to go back down again.
At the top you have the top end part of the hill climb and the start of the rally stage.
So we went and we walked up to the valley, which is a lovely tree-lined shady walk.
Yes, especially in this weather.
Yes,
because it was even hotter than yesterday.
I think it hit 31 degrees today. And so anyway, when we got to the top, we found the top paddock and watched some of the Formula 1 cars. A certain Mr. Button was driving up.
In a classic Honda.
With
a massive wing on the back.
Yeah, Valtteri Bottas drove up, and Emerson Fittipaldi also drove up with Corinne Chandok as well.
Yeah.
But my highlight of the day has to be the fact that I saw Jenson, because he climbed up onto the hay bales at the front to sign autographs, and although I wasn't close enough or didn't get anything signed, I actually got to see him in person, and that made my day.
Yeah.
And I also saw Valtteri, but that was from a bit more of a distance. He didn't seem to stop and sign loads of autographs like Jenson. But yes, so that was the highlight of my day. What was the highlight of your day?
Well, I think the highlight of my day definitely wasn't the trip down from the top on the tractor. That was possibly a low point of
Yes.
the day.
So what Goodwood do is they offer a free shuttle.
Very nice of them.
Which is very nice of them, between the bottom of the hill and the top, well, halfway up the hill, and the top of the hill to save you the walk. And this is done via tractor and trailer.
It was very, very rough and bouncy, which was being okay, but because of the said very hot weather conditions, it was dusty. Very, 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 very dusty. I mean, basically, you're only seeing the shots I'm taking now because I've had to clear the huge quantities of dust out of the inside of this camera. It was just ridiculous, the amount of dust that was billowing out. We have footage, so I'll...
I sat slightly further in, so I wasn't quite hit by as much dust as you. But
yes, I'm probably playing footage of that right now over the top of us as we speak. Yeah, so you can see just how dusty it was. But yeah.
Yeah.
And we saw the Tesla Model 3, as you've just seen.
That was very interesting, and it's worth reiterating the fact that that is the only one they've got to show the public in Europe, not just the UK, in Europe.
Yeah, it's the only public demonstration they've got around that you can actually. Drive. That's why it was a left-hand drive one, because there isn't any
one in Europe.
So yes, it's a very nice car, extremely nice car. Still not the smallest car in the world, but considerably smaller than the old S.
I think you said it's about 35 centimetres shorter than the S.
Yeah.
And a little bit narrower.
Yeah. They don't have the exact UK prices at the moment. In America it ranges between 35 and I believe $78,000, depending on how specced out you want it to be.
The one we looked at today was there on $49,000.
Yeah, because it was, as I was saying, it's the extended range variant.
Yeah, I think it was the extended range rear-wheel drive variant. But
yeah, not all-wheel drive. So that was our trip to Goodwood 2018. A good time was had by all.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, I've been Jeff.
I've been Frankie.
This has been the Mammoth Tech Show on our grand trip to Goodwood. Thank you very much for watching.